While you're working on a composition, chances are very good that you're going to want to stop and sit back and actually watch your progress so you can get a feel for the direction you're going in to see if your composition looks good and if you want to make any changes to it. So what I want to do is show you several techniques to actually preview the footage as you work. The first way and the easiest way is to simply hit the spacebar on your keyboard. And you can always stop the footage by hitting the spacebar again. If you hit the home key on your keyboard, you'll jump back to the first frame. Your preview will go only as long as your work area dictates. So if you want to see the whole piece of footage, just go ahead and take your work area all the way to the end of your footage like so. Now I'm glad we're actually down here because I'd like you to see this green line. This green line tells you footage that has been rendered already because you hit the spacebar, and those frames are now in the memory. So they'll play back pretty much in real time. Any areas that are gray have not yet been rendered and could potentially stutter as they render into memory. So I'm going to hit spacebar and let this footage play all the way through. And notice how as the playback head passes by the areas that are gray, they turn green. Something interesting, by the way, that you have to pay attention to is that when you make modifications in After Effects, let's say for example I click on this footage and I move it just a little tiny bit, I have to render again. The green is gone, and even if I undo that, it doesn't matter. I modified something and those frames are no longer the same and have to be rendered out again. I can also enable something called a RAM preview, which uses the RAM in your computer to help it chug along and do a little faster job of rendering. So I can click on this arrow here, or I can hit the 0 on the numeric keypad, and there's always another or when it comes to Adobe products. They give you a lot of different ways to do things. I can also go to Preview, RAM Preview. So I'm going to go ahead and click this arrow and look at it just go flying by as it renders that into memory. So once again, you might want to preview things as you work every once in a while to make sure that everything is looking good as you work on your compositions in After Effects.